we gotta. Oh yes, so I am at the Cuan, which is the inn. I think you might have seen the post, the inn where Game of Thrones actors have stayed at, and oh no, it's freezing. The stream is freezing a little bit. Oh no, it's back. It's back. It's back. Okay, and they have this tiny little room in here where I don't know. You can just come in here and sit down and hang out. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just sick, as I've mentioned, and my throat was hurting so bad today, and I don't know if you can hear, but I'm kind of losing my voice. I was losing my voice earlier. Hey, Peter, I see you. Yeah, thank you for telling me about the Quan. It was thanks to you that we booked this. Yeah, so it was hurting really bad, and then I had some hot lemon tea with honey tonight during dinner, and now I can actually speak, although it's still kind of bad. It hurts, but yeah, so we'll see how it goes tonight. Can you guys hear me all right? Because I'm using the laptop microphone and the laptop webcam. Scorps, no! Hey! My trip is going really well, actually. I'm seeing a lot of things that I had never seen before, and I absolutely love Ireland and Northern Ireland, both of those, and I loved Scotland. England was good. England was good. You know, nothing wrong with England, but I just absolutely love Ireland and like all of their. How do you say, like all the sheep? Holy crap! Although I did see a lot more sheep in Scotland. There's a lot more sheep in Scotland. Well, I don't know if there's a lot more sheep in Scotland or if I just haven't seen all the sheep in Ireland yet. But yes. Let me see. Okay, Oscar is saying, for the record, I still think that hooking Bronn with Tyene to get a ruler of Dorne, that is not hateful to Lannisters, would have been the best move. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because they killed Tyene. Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that would have been a really good move. I would have loved to see that because Bronn deserves something. I mean, when is Bronn gonna get paid back? The Lannisters always pay their debts, but poor Bronn is still working for them and getting nothing out of it. Oh, you're saying that it's not too late. We never saw her die. Okay. I will never stop believing in true love in this show. Well, I'm guessing you don't really like the Missandei and Grey Worm love story. Did you guys realize that Missandei was actually like super giddy in the last episode? Could that be because, you know, she got laid? Could that be because of that? I hope I'm not like annoying anyone here because there's rooms all around. Yeah, there's not a lot of rooms in here. I'm in room 5. And I don't know which rooms the actors have stayed in, but apparently you can actually you can stay in one of the rooms that the actors stayed in and then get like a Winterfell themed breakfast and dinner. I don't know, it's a really cool place here. And I've been taking pictures. They have some costumes downstairs, like a Ned Stark and Catelyn Stark costumes, I think, from season 1. Took pictures of that. There's also that door. There's like I don't know if you guys know about the doors tour, not tour, but there's a bunch of doors. There's like 10 doors all around Northern Ireland, and you have to go find them all. Hey, Winterfell themed, yeah. The direwolf, a direwolf pie, or yeah, like the direwolf cookie. That they should totally do that. Especially since the guy who played Hot Pie started his own bakery with those, right? I think that's where you're getting the idea. But yeah, I don't know, it's more like a very medieval looking food. Just like some bread and some meat and some boiled egg. Yeah, hey Cheryl, how you doing? Hello! Yay, we're getting more people. That's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. I we gotta talk about this episode. We really gotta talk about this episode. I will say real quick that I thought it was the funniest episode I've ever watched of Game of Thrones. I was laughing so hard in all of the Jon, Dany, and Tyrion scenes. They were so good, and then not only that, but the scenes that had suspense. Holy crap, was this suspense ever good and intense? I really, really enjoy that. Man, I guess the Wi-Fi isn't too bad. I mean, it is lagging a little bit for like a second every now and then, but it's not too bad. Okay. Um, what do you think about everyone jonesing for Dany and Jon to have a romantic relationship? Do you think it's actually going to that way? It looks like it. Yes, it definitely looked like Dany started liking Jon in that last scene where she told him, "You better get to work," and then Jon just walks away, and she's like looking back at him like that's something's happening there. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going. Pretty sure now. Um, I still think it is a bit weird because of the whole family relation thing that they don't know about, but I mean, they're the best candidates for each other. Like not only politically, but they're both like I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with it. That's all I will say. Um, but I didn't think like Melisandre was saying that she got ice and fire together. When I was thinking about that, it's like, well, Jon isn't just ice. Jon is ice and fire, and I like that idea that I've discussed before, and other YouTubers have discussed before. It's like Jon is ice and fire, Dany is fire, and we need an extra person that is just ice. And I was thinking that that could be Bran. So it would be Bran is the missing piece here. Because Jon is in the middle, ice and fire, Dany is fire, and then Bran would be the ice. It has to be another Stark kid, either Bran or Sansa. Okay, let me see, before I get too sidetracked, there's more questions. Will Sam learn something from his punishment scrolls that will make him leave the Citadel, or will he keep on doing everything wrong until he gets kicked out? I was thinking about that when I saw the scrolls thing, the punishment thing that he got. I was definitely thinking, like, okay, he's got to find something in those scrolls. Like, there's got to be a reason for him to be doing that in the plot. So, I do think he will find something there. Unless they just completely skip over that and they just show Sam doing something else, something different in the next episode, where he's just... Oh, wait. Because I know he leaves the Citadel in episode 5. So, in episode 4, something's gonna happen. Or in episode 5. We might get an episode without Sam, although Sam seems pretty important this season. But what I'm trying to get to is, like, he could find something in those scrolls, or they could just skip that scene and make it seem like he already did all that and then now he's doing something else. Because we know that the other thing that he was supposed to find out about was Azor Ahai, and the Azor Ahai thing was in that book that Gilly was reading. It wasn't in the scrolls. So, we'll see. So it's definitely not Azor Ahai, the thing that he's going to find in there. Or will he keep on doing everything wrong until he gets kicked out? That is actually an interesting idea. I do think... I never thought of Sam getting kicked out. I always thought that he would leave on his own, but that could happen. Could it be that all Tarleys end up dead in the battlefield and he will take control of Hornhill? The vows of the Black doesn't seem so important anymore. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I was thinking about that too, and definitely Hornhill should go to Sam, or it can go to Sam's son. It can go to, well, his son, that I'm sure he's gonna keep telling everyone that's his son. It could go to him, to Little Sam. But yeah, I mean, with the whole White Walkers coming, I don't think there's the Night's Watch might not need Sam anymore, or like might just kind of get reset and start over with new people, and then let the people at the Night's Watch move on with their lives or something, because Jon already did, so why not Sam, you know? And Sam, like I was predicting in my last video, it's that scene where Jaime is talking to Randyll Tarly, telling him that when the war is won, he'll get this high, you know, he'll become the Warden of the South and all that. So, and then right after that, they show us Sam. So I honestly think that's the director is trying to tell us that Sam will get something really big given to him after the war is won, and that can't just be back at Castle Black. He's gotta get something better than that. And I mean, if Jon becomes king, I'm sure a king could change, you know, things around. Like a king could make a Night's Watch brother leave the Night's Watch if the king wanted. I don't think anyone can say no to him, right? Maybe? Because the Night's Watch is... it can't be touched by law, but I don't know about a king. I mean, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, okay, I gotta catch up. I am hoping that it's more a true friends relationship, like Jaime and Brienne, without the longing, just mutual admiration and respect. Yeah, I do think that I would appreciate that type of relationship between Jon and Dany, but I feel like they're both like in that prime of their lives where they're very looking for a partner type of thing. You know, it's like that human nature thing is going to happen even though they don't want it to happen. If they work together, something's going to happen because they're both attractive, they're both very at the same level type of thing. You know, Jon is king, Dany's queen. It's just the perfect combination of things for it to happen. Does anyone else get the feeling that that twincest was just a setup so that the aunt and nephew thing doesn't seem so bad? That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, it's just a reminder, like, we hadn't seen Cersei and Jaime doing anything for so long. Like, it feels like so long, and it felt kind of good to see them go back to that old good relationship. Well, you know what I mean, like, good relationship they used to have. Is, I don't know, it felt nice, even though, but I do think, I saw someone commenting on Twitter, and I really like that idea, is that, it's probably foreshadowing more Mad Queen Cersei type of thing coming, because she got aroused from killing the Sand Snake, killing Tyene, and that's something that the Mad King used to do. He would get aroused from murdering people, and after I think that's how it went, like after he murdered people, like he would go to his wife Rayla and rape her, basically. So they could be trying to connect Cersei to the Mad King again with that thing that she did with Jaime. So that's a big possibility. I was actually going to include that in my foreshadowing video if I get to make another one this week. I guess I feel like, oh, whoa, you guys are talking a lot. Sorry. I guess I feel like they both had their great loves. I feel like they could be great comrades. Yes, she being his aunt, a bit weird, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they could be great comrades for sure. And Jon seemed like he, you know, no other woman would make him fall for them after Ygritte. He seems pretty loyal to Ygritte. But yeah, I just feel like David and Dan just want to go there. They just want to go there. And just stop by to say what's up, please. No, on the Dany and Jon relationship. I know. So many of you don't want it to happen. And then so many other people do want it to happen. I don't know. Man. Anything to please us. Oh, George R. R. Martin, maybe not. But D&D wouldn't put it past them. Anything to please us. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I think. I think Sam leaves the Citadel due to his father becoming regent of the Reach, unless his father dies in Field of Fire. Yeah, his father is definitely going to die. He's definitely going to die by dragonfire. I see the foreshadowing everywhere. Sam will now write Game of Thrones series. Yeah. Sam is definitely George R. R. Martin. Hey, Jubek. How you doing? Yeah, Cheryl, the Night's Watch not needed anymore. We don't know if they're not going to be needed anymore because the long night happened before and it's happening again, so it might happen a third time. So, I mean, if the wall, will the wall come down or peace with the White Walkers? I mean, yeah, it's a possibility that it just ends. I wouldn't put it past George or David and Dan to make it end forever and then just not need. I mean, if the wall comes down, how are they going to rebuild that, right? So, I mean, I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing. It could happen that they figure out a way to make peace with them or give them what they want and they never come back again. Or the Night's Watch could just get reformed and wait for the next long night if history keeps repeating itself. Yeah. So Sam is just free to go. Well, yeah. So it would make sense, yeah, if the Night's Watch gets finished, then yes, it would make sense for Sam to just be free to go. Sam, Warden of the South, Jon, Warden of the North, and Daenerys, Queen. 3 dragon riders. Oh my god, Sam on a dragon would be hilarious. He'd be freaking out. How do you think Melisandre and Varys will die in the show? That's a good question. I think Melisandre should really die by fire. I think she's just killed so many people by fire that is just poetic justice. Once again, that's what she deserves, to die by fire. But I really want her to get involved in that war against the dead and do something, use some sort of magic or something. I don't know, like Nissa Nissa style or something. Something that she has to do, that last thing that she does to help the war. That could be what kills her, and I would be really happy with that. And Varys, well, Varys, I don't know, I feel like Varys is just going to survive. I don't see Varys dying. There's just no one interested in killing him. I think he'll be fine. So, let me see. Bran did say he needs to be ready for the long night. He said it pretty definitively. Not if, but when. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna come. The question is it gonna come again after? How Cersei will react when she hears that Olenna is the killer and Tyrion is innocent. I thought about that, but then I remember, okay, well, Tyrion also killed Tywin. So even if it's revealed that Tyrion didn't kill Joffrey, Tyrion still killed Tywin, and he's 100% guilty of that. So that's not going to change Cersei's mind about Tyrion. And I would love your thoughts on your fave Littlefinger. It looks like something serious is going down with him next episode. Between seeing the Catspaw blade and Sansa revealing scrolls. Yeah, I haven't taken a close look at the preview yet, but I did see the Catspaw really quick. I didn't see who was holding it. I haven't had a chance to go through it like frame by frame. Did you guys see who was holding the Catspaw Dagger? Was it Littlefinger? And oh, Sansa. Oh yeah, Sansa would be innocent too. Let me see. How did you like Jorah's instant healing? I found it a bit anticlimactic. Yeah, it was definitely anticlimactic. It should have been a lot harder, and everyone was disappointed with that. What they read in the book, which was like, I don't know, stupid ointment thing made from like what you put in salad dressing. Do you think that the Unsullied will join Daenerys' attack with the Dothraki against Jaime's convoy? Like a pincer attack? It's possible. I don't think... I think they have to hold... They have to hold the castle that they just took. They're probably just gonna wait there, I think. And Dany's probably gonna... She's not gonna need the help. She's gonna be too overpowered with the dragon or dragons. I think she's only taken Drogon, but yeah, I don't think she will need the Unsullied. I think the Varys death question came from Melisandre's statement about her and Varys. Yeah. I don't. Yes, Melisandre did say that she wanted to die in this strange country of Westeros, just like Varys, but. I don't know, at the same time I just don't see Varys dying. I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling. Let me see. Hey, Pecklet Pete. It's okay, you're not that late. Bell Boots. Hello. PJ. Yeah, before 5? I have to post a link before 5. I could not post a link because I just got to my laptop now. I've been on the road all day, all freaking day, and I just, when I got to the Cuan, to the hotel, I went straight to eat dinner because I hadn't eaten anything, and just now finished dinner, and just now got to my laptop, and just now got the Wi-Fi password, so that was as early as I could have posted it. I'm sorry. It was okay. So Littlefinger was the one holding the Catspaw Dagger. Yeah, I mean, so what's happening with Littlefinger then? Next episode, I've heard that he will touch Sansa, like Jon didn't want him to, and I feel like that's gotta happen after Arya gets there because I know Arya is going to save Sansa from that. It might not even be Littlefinger doing it on purpose. It might just be Sansa like jumping on Littlefinger and manipulating him and making him do something with her. And then Arya comes and interrupts that. The dagger keeps confusing me a lot. I need to give that a bit more thought. I don't know what could happen with that dagger. Because I mean, maybe Littlefinger wants to still kill Bran with that dagger. Well, I mean, it was Joffrey who tried to kill Bran with a dagger, but the dagger was originally Littlefinger's, so that's a bit... If like it might be a different thing in the show. Like I know in the books it was definitely Joffrey, but it's theorized that Littlefinger planted the dagger for Joffrey to use it somehow. I don't know how he would manage to do that, but maybe Littlefinger wants to kill Bran. Who knows? If Jaime can forgive Cersei for killing Tommen, he should be able to forgive Tyrion for killing Tywin. Yeah, well, the thing about that is that Jaime was doing something nice for Tyrion, and Tyrion paid him back by killing his dad. So that one's a bit hard to forgive because Jaime was, he's like, here, you can have freedom, and then he goes and does that. So that's it's a bit different than Tommen's death, I think. But and I mean, and Tyrion is Jaime is in love with Cersei, so he'll forgive anything for now. I think there's gonna be a point where he just gives up, but oh, it was his rings. That's how you guys know. Okay, I really need to look at that preview though more closely, and then figure out what's happening. But good on you guys for noticing those that little detail there and figuring out that it's Littlefinger's hand. There were a lot of shots that were close-ups of his face in the trailer. Yeah, so this is... I wonder if that's the episode where he dies. Okay, he can't die that early. I think he's gonna die maybe in episode 5. I would say episode 5. But he's gotta do something big next episode for sure. I can't wait to see what the dagger is all about. Yes, the time is all fucked up in the show. Yes, that's true. Why bother giving Jorah greyscale anyway? How does it serve in the books, if not the show? Yeah, that's a good... I mean, in the books, it's someone else who gets the grayscale, so in the books, it's a completely different thing. In the show, I have no idea how that helps anything. I hope they do use it, because otherwise that's just more bad writing. I mean, what he did to prove to Daenerys that he's completely loyal to her and that he's willing to go through that painful process just for her, he's already proven that he's loyal to her, so that they didn't need that. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe Sam will get grayscale. And then something will happen there. Maybe grayscale will end up doing something to the White Walkers. But yes, if nothing happens with grayscale after this, I'm really disappointed. Well, I trust you guys that the rings were Littlefingers. I would believe that. Yeah, as I was PJ saying, as I was saying in another Patreon, they are hitting quick plot points regardless of the time it would take. So either things are happening too fast or the unshown times are too uneventful. I think I think it's happening fast because Cersei did say that she told what's his name, Tychon stories from the Iron Bank that it would take her 2 weeks to win the war, or maybe she was talking about 2 weeks to raid High Garden, because we did see in the preview. I did see in the preview that the whole pile of golden coins. So maybe that's what she was talking about. It would take 2 weeks for Jaime to come back with all that loot. Because yeah, if that was yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, so I don't think it's happening fast. I think it's just uneventful in between. Because I mean, it's a lot of traveling. People are traveling a lot, and not a lot of things would happen during their travels, except for Arya seeing Nymeria. That's the only travel thing we're going to see because of that. I also think Sansa finds something about Littlefinger's betrayal in the scrolls, or something that leads to Sansa having the equivalent of a smoking gun. Yeah. I still think it should be Bran who tells her, because I feel like Bran would see Littlefinger interacting with Sansa, something would happen that would make him suspicious, and then he can look into his past, and that's something that I've been thinking could happen for a long time, and I hope it happens. It's either that, because I don't think we will see the Brotherhood without banners reaching Winterfell. No, wait, we might see them. We might see them because they were lower south than Winterfell, so yes, they might stop at Winterfell. That would be interesting. So then it could be the Hound who tells Sansa about Littlefinger. But I do that the scrolls that she's looking through. It's an interesting thing because there's got to be something there. So again, I need to think about that. I haven't thought about that preview yet too much. Let me see. How fast is Euron's ship? They are everywhere in no time. Seems a little weird. Yeah, it is a little weird. Definitely. He's got some magic there going on. Even those, like, the fire things that he was shooting. That was a bit weird, too. Let me see. Tyrion knows the Night's Watch vows. Why has he not asked Jon how he got around to... He did ask him, yes. He asked him how did a Night's Watch recruit, I think that's what he said, become king in the north. So it was glazed over a little bit, but he did ask him. And then when Davos almost revealed that Jon has died and come back to life, I thought it was really interesting that Dany would ask about that in the way that she said it, because it sounded like foreshadowing to me as well. How she said to Tyrion is like, what did Jon say, or what did Davos say about Jon giving his life for the people, or getting stabbed in the heart for his people, something like that. And it just sounded to me like, coming from Daenerys, it made me feel like Daenerys would end up doing that herself as well. And in the way that she asked it, it sounded like a Nissa Nissa thing to me. It sounded like Nissa Nissa foreshadowing. And I've been opposed to that idea for a while, but I don't know. Maybe I'm changing my mind now. So much bad writing, though. Preston Jacobs pointed out things about Casterly Rock, for example, or Dany saying Jon lost 2 brothers when Bran has been presumed dead. Yeah, so it's bad. They're rushing it, and they're making a lot of mistakes. Why give Sam grayscale? He could cure it quickly. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't think he could do it to himself. But yes, if it just starts, like, he would be able to cure it, because he would see it start, and he wouldn't let it get that bad. As long as he has his equipment on him, because if he doesn't have anything to do it with, you know. But a trip in a siege of Highgarden would take much longer, even a freaking battle. Yeah, for sure. The battle, that was very disappointing. They just didn't show anything. But it's possible that the battle would happen before the Tycho and Astoris got to King's Landing. So by the time Tycho got to King's Landing, Cersei could assume that Jaime had already beaten Highgarden, and then it would take him 2 weeks to come back after that battle. So again, the timelines, it could work either way. Yes, a Maester not knowing about the longest winters, that happened? I didn't catch that in the episode. But yes, that's bad. I agree that Bran should know and should tell her as well. But the issue is who is going to believe a precog psychic. They need something concrete so that the Veil agrees with them. Yeah, I mean, again, so if the Hound gets there, then he could vouch for what Bran is saying, right? Could happen that way. Okay, so Cersei plans on using the Tyrell gold to pay off the Iron Bank. How will they react if Daenerys' attack is successful? Without that gold, Cersei can't pay them. That's a good question. I think the Iron Bank would go to Daenerys' side. Go with them instead of Cersei. And but then Cersei could show the Iron Bank the weapons that they have to kill the dragons. So she could be like, hey, look, she might have taken that money, but I can still get it back. I've got these awesome weapons that Qyburn is making for me. You know? She could convince him like that. And what else? How did Bran turn into Hell 9000? Was it the Blood Raven quickening? Yeah. It's a lot of acid. I love all the memes about Bran going around the internet. It's hilarious. Why would they not inquire further about Jon Snow's knife to the heart? They did. Well, yes. I mean, it wasn't the time, I guess. It's just like, you wouldn't think. I mean, it's possible that you wouldn't think to ask on it on the spot. Like it would confuse you so much that you're trying to like understand if you heard it right or not, and then by the time you figure it out, Davos has already said something else, and the topic has already changed. But she did think about it after. Again, she asked Tyrion about it, so it will come up again, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut it at the stream, maybe like after 11, just a bit after 11, because in my throat is hurting pretty bad from the cold. Today I'm about to lose my voice, and I need to go have some more tea with honey to make it better. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow night, because I'm staying at the Cuan for 2 nights, so hopefully I can stream tomorrow night as well. Let me see. Euron team up with Cobra Commander and got that cloaking technology for his ships. Yes, Jerry. Yes. Agreed. But that's yet another thing that I haven't watched, so I don't get the reference. So many things I still haven't watched. And PJ is getting really angry at the plot writing. I know. It's not going very well. I enjoyed the jokes though. Tyrion's jokes were so good, and Davos and Tyrion were so good this episode. Have I seen any Game of Thrones stuff on my trip? I just got to Ireland, to Northern Ireland, tonight, and I'm going to start finally seeing Game of Thrones stuff because I've been around Scotland and around England before now, and there's no Game of Thrones stuff, not much around there. Maybe in Scotland there were some buses that had like a Game of Thrones banner on them. That's about it. But in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, I have to keep remembering that, I am going to be going to a lot of Game of Thrones filming locations, and I'm going to see a lot of Game of Thrones stuff. I'm already at the Cuan, which has some costumes near the entrance, and they have the door, and actually the door, I have a thing here, the Journey of Doors passport, and there's a bunch of doors that are like wooden doors that are carved with a bunch of Game of Thrones decoration stuff. I don't know if you can see it there. Sure. And you go and find all of these doors all around Northern Ireland, I believe. And then you get a little stamp, and you get a stamp for each door that you find. So I might vlog that a little bit. I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to try to vlog everything. So maybe after the season is done, I can make a video about all the things that I saw here. Let me see. Yeah, I need to drink a lot of water, yes. I know. Right now I just want more tea. Maybe I'll get more tea right after this. Who could finish medical school faster, Samuel or Doogie Howser? Jerry, again, with the friggin' references that I don't get. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Who is Doogie Howser? Do you know who Doogie Howser is?
No, I can look it up.
We don't know who Doogie Howser is. There's going to be a lot of fighting, so they are probably saving the screen time for something more important. Still disappointing, though. Yes, I know, yes. Definitely saving the screen time for something more important. Screen time and budget, I'm assuming. I'm assuming episode 6 is gonna be freaking awesome! Well, I mean, yes, bad writing is going to continue. I don't doubt that bad writing is going to continue throughout the entire season, but I think the action scenes, if you just take them for what they are, action scenes will satisfy anyone who wants an action scene. I think whatever's going to happen beyond the wall is going to be mind-blowing. I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot, and I hope you guys do as well. Try not to get too caught up on the writing, though. I know it's difficult, though. So the Hound and Arya could vouch for what Bran is saying, yes. And I think you're right, maybe Littlefinger is planning on killing Bran. If he finds out he has powers, it would make sense, and maybe Arya stops him. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Well, I just can't wait for George R. R. Martin to release his new books. Yeah, understatement. Yes. Can you imagine when that book gets released? It's gonna be the most epic day for the entire Game of Thrones community. The entire Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire community. It's gonna be a major day that it'll be awesome to be part of it as the community, just enjoy it together. It's gonna be really cool. And the only thing though is I'm a really slow reader, so I'm worried that I need to read it fast because I'm not gonna be able to go online anywhere until I read it because I don't want spoilers. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. It's probably gonna be a pretty big book too. Let's see. How did Dan and Dave screw up the Iron Bank so bad, both from a lore standpoint and from a banking strategy point? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming are you talking about the slavers thing? Because I did hear that the slavers, the Iron Bank in the books is very honorable and they don't fund slavery and that type of thing. And Cersei was talking about slavery to Tychon Astoris, and he was cool with that. Is that what you're talking about? David and Dan just don't have time to reread the books. before they write every season. They probably just read them a few times before they start doing this whole Game of Thrones thing, and then now they're relying on their memories of them, which aren't all that great. And with how fast they need to write these seasons, like they, you know, they don't have time to go through the entire book. They should use that website that I use sometimes for my videos. That's called A Search of Ice and Fire.com. That website is amazing for finding anything that's written in the books, and I'm surprised that, I don't know. I mean, they have to change things to make them fit into their story. Not saying that it's a good story, but they do have to change things to fit in what they want to do. So that's probably what happened with the Iron Bank, unfortunately. Hey, the letter bleeds. Thank you. How would you rate this episode? This episode, I didn't tell you guys how I would rate the first episode. Sorry, not the first episode, the second episode. First episode, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Second episode was more of a 6 out of 10. I really, really didn't like the second episode. It felt weird right from the beginning. I felt like something wasn't right. I don't know. I'm sorry I keep moving the, the screen. I'm gonna get fidgety here. Episode 3, though. Episode 3, what would I rate it? I really enjoyed it. I know I had bad writing, but I really enjoyed it, so I'll have to give it 7.5 out of 10. I just like that scene with Cersei and the Sand Snakes and Arya. Holy crap! I was like shaking from the fear of what Cersei was gonna do to those girls. Like it was so intense. Like they did that scene really, really well. I thought that scene was amazing. I really liked also how you could see the Lannister army approaching to Highgarden. I thought that was done very well. Yes, we didn't see the battle, which was disappointing, but just the whole thing, like you're so distracted with all of this other stuff, and all of a sudden you realize that the Lannisters are coming to Highgarden, and it just kind of shocks you. It comes out of nowhere, and it's just a really good shock type of thing. I like the way they filmed the battle at Castle Rock. How it was Tyrion telling what was going to happen as we see it happening. I thought that was really cool, and yes, sure, that's probably been used before. It's nothing original, but I like that they used that. I really enjoyed all the funny scenes. I thought it was, I mean, Jon and Dany interacting with each other, that was awesome. Tyrion and Jon together again, that was great. I loved it. Really funny. Davos was funny. I thought the episode was great. I mean, I didn't have that many complaints, but I've seen people saying that it's been the worst episode that Game of Thrones has ever made. Like, I don't understand people sometimes. Holy crap! Okay, I'm going to go through these a bit faster because I need to catch up. Drink a lot of water, yes, thank you. Will the Nymeria pack help save the day at the end of the next season? I really want to see Nymeria fight the White Walkers or some Whites to save Arya. It would be cool to see her save Arya. But yes, they need to show her again, because that's stupid to just show her, have Arya meet her and then have her leave. Like, might as well not have shown anything. So yes, I do think Nymeria is going to come back at some point. It is M. Shalaman, last Airbender. Yeah, oh yes, bad writing, yes, I know. Like, Shalaman. Shyamalan or Shalaman? I always thought it was Shalaman. Anyways, Euron is the new master of jokes. Yeah, Euron was pretty funny. But I can see why you don't like him. I quite like Jon's lines as well. He's getting pretty good at talking. Yeah, Jon's been getting pretty good at also... yeah, it's not so much winter is coming anymore, thankfully. But now it's all like the dead are coming. It's, you know, the White Walkers. But he's got a bit of an attitude on him this episode. It's like, no offense, but I don't know you. Saying that to Dany. I mean, he got pretty ballsy. Right after seeing those 3 freaking dragons outside, and he's going to like stand up to Dany? Like, really, Jon? Are you that dumb? I mean, that's really dangerous. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think the Iron Bank is playing Cersei. There's no way that they're truly on her side. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they are there looking for Gendry or have some ulterior motives. Yeah, I don't think they're looking for Gendry, but I do get the idea that you're going with here. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, that would fix the writing there a little bit if the Iron Bank ends up playing Cersei instead of helping her. I'm jealous of your trip. Have a lot of fun. Thank you, Pete. Well, Pete isn't your name, right? Pegleg Pete. No, your name was Tom. I think. I might be getting that wrong, but anyways, thank you though, and I hope you can do it sometime too. You should come here. It's really good. Hold the door. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is from when I was showing you this because I am so far behind on reading the chat. Try gargling with salt water might help. I don't like it when it comes out this way though. I'd rather just wait for it to come down this way. Doogie Howser is a sitcom from the 90s in the US. Yeah. I grew up in Venezuela, guys. Remember that. I grew up in Venezuela. In the 90s, I was in Venezuela. So all of these US and Canadian shows from that time, if they weren't like the big ones that would get translated, I don't know about them. Neil Patrick Harris. He was about a 13-year-old kid that was a doctor. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris. Huh. Okay, I see. What do you think of the question, is there a spy in Dany's camp? I think if there is, it's a captain or of a Greyjoy ship. Yeah. I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's a really good idea. A Greyjoy, yeah, for sure, because those can get mixed up. But then again, yeah. I like that. You're too young to know NPH from then. Don't think it was a big hit in Venezuela at the... Oh, yes, so yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was just saying. You should also review the books per chapter once it is released. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's gonna be so many chapters. That's gonna take forever. I will try, though. I will try to do something with it. With the book, for sure. I mean, the season's gonna be done. The show is gonna be done. And... Sure, the spin-offs are coming, but the book. Gotta talk about the book. I've been looking for... Because I started my YouTube channel after the last book was released. A few years after the book was released. So, I haven't had my channel during a book release. So, I don't know what to expect. And I don't know what to do with it, but I'm definitely... Like, I've been looking forward to that. I've been looking forward to making videos on a new book. Because all the videos that could be done on the books that we already have probably have been done already. And if not, give me ideas because I will make videos on those. Slow reading is the best way to read. Yes! Yes! I agree with that. I like to take in every single detail of every single word and just picture it perfectly in my head. And it takes a long time to do that. Yeah, Bravos was founded by slaves and they don't permit slaves or doing business with slavers. Yes. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. That's why, yes. Makes sense. But aside that, banking strategy makes no sense. Well, I mean, he's just waiting. Cersei told him to wait there and in 2 weeks he would have his money back. So he's got nothing to lose by just waiting a few days to see if she's right. Thoughts on the Fire and Blood Volume 1? I did not see it. It got released? Or is it going to be released soon? Because I didn't see that. But excited about that too. Another thing to make videos on. Well, I mean, to use as canon and lore to make videos with. Cersei was a total Bond villain. Yeah, she was. But I enjoyed it. Dan and Dave are trying to compete with Denis Villeneuve for the next Bond movie, yeah. Jerry, you will always find some other movie or some other show that Game of Thrones is copying, because everything has been done. Like, how original do you expect Game of Thrones to be? It's really hard to be original these days. My favorite scene on episode 3 was when Sir Davos introduced Jon Snow. Yeah. Yes, that was so good. This is Jon Snow. He's king in the north. That's about it. What? I lost track of where I was. Oh, here. I enjoyed the episode quite a bit, and I've watched it 3 times now. I do think the scene with the sand snakes went a little long. It did, actually, yes. It did go a little long. I was actually just rewatching it in the car on my way here, to, looking for those foreshadowing things to put in my next video. And I got to that scene and I'm like, damn, I don't really want to watch this scene again, because it is a bit long and it does get me really tense and anxious when I'm watching it. But now I know that nothing truly horrible or gory happens, so I'm glad about that, because that's what I was worried about the first time. But yes, you're right, it does go on a bit long, and I wasn't looking forward to going through that scene again. The army shot must have been expensive to do, but still anticlimactic. And Tyrion's line could have been adjusted to not cause continuity problems. Castaway Rock, but I didn't like the Tyrion thing when he tells Jon basically to ask him for Dragonglass. That was one thing that I didn't like at all. Jon should have asked for Dragonglass on his own, and he shouldn't have needed Tyrion to remind him of it. Jon was going there for it. I don't know why Jon didn't say anything before Tyrion asked him. That was weird. But yeah. I didn't think the army shot was anticlimactic, though. I thought it was intense. I liked it. It's one of the worst, not the worst. Just depends on how much writing means to you. Yeah, yes, you are right. I don't think it means all that much to me these days. Because, it's so bad at this point that you might as well just enjoy what's left to enjoy. Tyrion knows the Night's Watch vows he has to ask Jon. Oh, what? Oh, Peck like Pete, yeah. Yeah. I was it you who asked this question earlier? Because I remember answering this question. Tyrion knows the Night's Watch vows he has to ask Jon how he got around them to be king. Yeah, he did ask him when they were walking up the steps to Dragonstone. He asked him how a Night's Watch recruit became king. And then it was basically like it's a long story, I'll tell you later type of thing. So, yeah. Oh, it is Tom. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get that wrong. I guess there won't be a new book until the show ends. It's possible. It's possible. But since the last season is going to take extra long... Actually, what if it's taking extra long because... No, that's not right. I was thinking that maybe they want the book to come out before the last season. And that's why they're pushing it to like 2019 or the end of 2018. But it's still possible that the next book comes out before the last season. I think. Because George R. R. Martin did say that he was working on not only the Winds of Winter, but another one, I think it's Fire and Blood, the one that Jerry was talking about, that he said, either way, you will have a book from me in 2018. So I think it will be Fire and Blood, just because, it's too good to be true that it's Winds of Winter, but we will get a book from George R. R. Martin in 2018. That's what he said. So Jerry isn't going to be released maybe before the Winds of Winter? Fire and Blood. Yes, I do. I can definitely see Fire and Blood being released before the Winds of Winter. And yes, George R. R. Martin is pretty original, but he's just writing a book. He's not directing and filming scenes, which is different. So let me see. Also, this episode was pretty epic since it is the first time that Dany and Jon meet each other, which what I have been waiting for to happen for a long time. Yeah, that was one of the most epic meetings we've ever seen. We've waited so freaking long. I loved it. So, yeah, cool. Alright, I'm going to be ending it soon. I'm going to be ending this stream soon. But we've got just a couple more questions. Oh, okay, yes. You see? Diana Rigg's final Queen of Thorns scene was excellent. We are lucky we got her in that role. Yeah, oh yeah, she was so good. Every scene that she had was awesome. I love my Catspaw Dagger more each day. I did buy a sheath, so when I play with it watching TV, I do not cut me or the furniture. That's good. That's good. I really want my own Catspaw Dagger now, but I think, did they make like a certain amount of Catspaw Daggers and they're not making any more? Or can you still get them? Because I would definitely want to get one of those at some point. David and Dan said that season 8 should have some 1.5 to 2 hour episodes. That would be crazy. 2 hour episodes? You know how difficult it will be to make a video on a 2 hour episode? Jeez. Like, episode reviews? Holy crap. Anyways. Might have to be in 2 parts. I think George R. R. Martin said that we'll have a book in 2018. Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm just reading that now. It's 11 p.m. where you are. Go get some rest. You deserve it. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, I will go soon. Oscar, thank you. It was just like when Harry met Sally. Oh. First they met and argue, then they work together, then they fall in love when Johnny met Dany. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's what's gonna happen. 2,500 daggers were made. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so thank you, Bell Boots. I will do my best to enjoy Northern Ireland, and I will do my best to record as much as possible so you guys can enjoy it too through my video, I guess. You guys should really come here if you can at some point. Just do it. It's great. Well, thank you all so much for coming to the stream, and I'm really glad that I was able to do it. I was really worried earlier because I did actually lose my voice. Like, I'm doing a lot better now than I was a few hours ago before I had that hot tea with honey. That really helped a lot. So I'm glad that I was able to do this, and I hope that I can do it next week again, and I can't wait to come back home so I can just do it the old way in my office and not have to use hotel Wi-Fi for all this stuff, not have to work in a car, and you know, it's just I'm really enjoying this trip, but damn, if I don't work on this trip, I feel like crap because I want to work and I want to get videos done. It makes me feel better to get videos done. But when I do work, I feel like crap because I have to work on my trip. So either way, I can't win, you know? It's just like but I'm still very happy to be here and to be seeing all these new things, and I am spending enough time relaxing and enjoying myself, so don't worry about me complaining about doing work. I am still enjoying myself. So thank you. Good night to everyone. And yeah, keep an eye out for next stream or next video or whatever happens, you know. Black pudding and haggis. I tried those. Didn't like them. Did not like haggis or black pudding. Nope. Especially since I think I told you. Did I tell you guys that I had my 6-year-old cousin with me next to me, and she was telling me that black pudding was made from chicken butts. And I mean, I understand that it's a joke from a 6-year-old, but it really got into my head, and I just couldn't. I couldn't eat it after that. So yeah, do the vlog, 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, Cheryl might do that. Okay, so thank you guys again. Thank you for coming, and enjoy the rest of your day, or night, or any time it is over there. Let me see where I'm at. And I will see you. Wait. Did you say something else? Yes, I will drink tea. I will work a little less. Oh, yeah, I know it's pig's blood. PJ, you're not making it better. Okay. Okay. So I will see you in the next one. Did it work?